What's up, Dragon Brood? Merry Christmas, Hana, Kwanzaa, whatever did you celebrate? Whatever holidays, Festivus, whatever. Weird, I don't know why I have hand mittens in this thing, but anyway, welcome to today's video. This one's a fun one. It's a bit different. It's a really cool control deck that comes from another content creator that we featured on the channel before. He goes by JRR2. You should follow him over on Twitch. He has a bunch of really good decks, really creative guy, really friendly. I know I hype him up a lot, but we've played, this is probably like the third or fourth deck of his we feature on the channel, so it should be a good time. But you know, before we get to that, you know what I gotta ask? Please remember to hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the notification bell, and more importantly, we're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by February 1st. So, you know, just hit the little subscribe button, help me out. We're getting close, but we've only got about 5 weeks, so I need your help to get there, and I can't get there without you. So please hit the subscribe button and help us hit our goal. It's going to be awesome to be able to say we made 10,000 subscribers in the first year of doing full-time content on YouTube. That would be amazing. Please help me out there. Now, that being said, let's have some fun and get into this Sultai control list. All right, like it's so fun. I'm just realizing how absurd, ridiculous I look to y'all. But hey, it's the holidays, so y'all don't get to judge me. Or maybe you do, but I won't hear it, so whatever, judge away. All right, so we've got Blood Chief's Thirst. Makes total sense. You know, best cheap removal card right now available. Agonizing Remorse, which I also like, stop some of those early threats. Eliminate, Heartless Act. Obviously loading up on the removal here, Elspeth's Nightmare. Another way to pick off a few cheap creatures, strip the opponent's hand a little bit. Murderous Rider, Heraldic Banner. Now this is the card, and I talked to John about this card particularly, and this card actually pulls more weight in this deck than I think people want to give it credit for. When you see the rest of the list, you'll see that all the tokens and creatures are basically black, so being able to set this to black really lets you close the clock a lot faster than several control decks are able to do. And then additionally, it gives you the mana to just play your bigger cards, or even still be able to play 2 cards in a turn, which is a big deal. It's not to be understated. So if you decide to play this list and you want to cut something, really give that extra thought to if you want to cut Heraldic Banner, is what I'm saying. Extinction Event, obvious big removal card. Hagra Mauling, another removal, but just, you know, possible land. Atris to really kind of help you get extra cards. Ashiok and Garruk are really here to kind of close things out and really take care of business. So not a ton of threats, but the fact that you can make Atris, Murderous Rider, Ashiok tokens, Garruk tokens, and they're all black, they really benefit from Heraldic Banner. There is a sideboard for the lands, by the way. Nothing real fancy, just island, couple of Castle Locthwain, 5 swamp, forest, 4 pathways, Temple of Deceit, Temple of Malady, 4 Triomes, and 4 Fabled Passage. Arguably, maybe you could cut 1 land and play one of the lands you get to put the counters on, Crawling Barrens, possibly, if you want something for the really long game, but that's probably all I would change. There is a sideboard for this, so if you want to play it in best of 3, matter of fact, I would even say that JRR2 made this for best of 3, so we're not giving it its full run, playing it in best of 1, and I know that, but it's just kind of the way we have the videos formatted for the channel. But you'll probably be able to come by on stream here in the next couple days on Twitch. You'll probably catch me playing it over there for a few games in best of 3 if you want to watch that as well. And the links for the stream should be down below in the description. But for now, let's just go take this in the arena and see how we do. Alright, we get to it first. What do we do with this? Unfortunately, every land we have comes into play tapped, so let's just keep it. And let's go Triome first, I think, is what we're going to go for here. Probably should be Passage first, but we're going to need a 4th land anyway for Atris. We have 2 Blood Chief's Thirst that can buy some time, depending on what the opponent's playing. So let's go with that. Let's see how that works. Now, that does also let Castle Locthwain come into play untapped, by the way. So we can do this on 2. We'll pass. This can let us go find the land we want, and then play Elspeth's Nightmare the next turn. Intriguing. Are they playing something similar to us? Because if so, this is going to be a little bit weird. Not the most efficient situation. We've got everything we need, right? We will have double black, blue, green. Guess we'll just go get an island in case. I'm gonna go ahead and play this now. Prevents it from being countered or something later. Set it to black. Opponent didn't have... Okay, I was just thinking, like, maybe this is some kind of rogues or something, but they didn't have the proper cards there. So I'm a little interested. Are they waiting to try to stick a Soaring Thought Thief? Because I sort of feel like we can get away playing Elspeth's Nightmare. If they do Thought Thief us, we have like 3 shots at killing it next turn, so sure. If nothing else, it doesn't kill anything, but it gets a card out of their hand. Okay, cool. So, kind of did the same thing, right? They counter it, but we were going to take a card from their hand anyway. Them getting a counter, losing a counter spell is actually pretty good. Don't really hate that too much. So I dig that. They were afraid of it last time, so let's do it again. Because we'd rather this type of stuff get countered than things like Atris, you know. Alright, they get to draw some cards. So the thing we have to be aware of is their deck's probably all removal. This looks like traditional Dimir control, which means we're going to have to really work to discard anything that kills planeswalkers. You know, otherwise I don't think we're going to have a shot. And that's why I was saying it may be a situation where you want some cards, maybe like Crawling Barrens. You know, could be some of the things we're looking for. Alright, Shadow's Verdict, Exile, creature and plane cost 3 or less. We don't really care about that. Shark Typhoon, it's pretty poopy for us. You can give creatures minuses. None of these kill planeswalkers, though. So, yeah, let's get rid of Shark Typhoon. And I guess we'll go ahead and just play an Atris. And then we'll play the shell game and see what the opponent gives us. Good news is they don't have anything that kills planeswalkers right now. They do have several things that kill creatures and things that could help them gain life. So, good for them. It doesn't really change things for us greatly. But we do need to stick a planeswalker pretty quick while they don't have anything in hand. I'll just take the other, even if it's lands. That's fine. Like, alright, so it was 2 lands and a banner. Fair. So now the opponent is basically putting their hand face up, and we know none of those cards are threats to us if we can find what we're looking for. So, we do have a Castle Locthwain, so let's try to get out of our hand what we can. Set it to black, and then we'll set this one to black. Okay, now our hand's about as empty as it's going to be. We'll set up to start using our castles, and I guess we're just going to be in a battle of castles at this point. Though, I would think the opponent's just going to look for some type of counter to put on top, because why would you put anything else up there, right? If it's not a counter, you're looking for a planeswalker, right? Alright, well, we're just going to take 5, because what else are we going to do? Alright, well, I say that. They draw cards. That makes sense. This is going to make it exponentially more difficult. I would have much rather them had 1 counter. Now we have no idea what they're going to have. They have 41 cards. We've got 42. We're about to have 41, and then we'll draw. They're also going to draw here, so they're going to be a card or 2 ahead of us most of the way. Which only marginally matters, but the way this game's going, it could draw out to a point where that is important. So, let's see what we got. Ugh, that is not at all what we wanted to draw. Jeez. Wow. Like, I was just looking for anything that's a threat. Would be great. Hagra Mauling, not it. Yeah. There's a whole lot of do nothing. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're just going to try to stick a Ugin next turn. We can actually at least kill an Ugin, so we get hit for 3 one time, but that's not that bad. And they put both on the bottom, wherever they were. They didn't like them. I mean, we're going to put ourselves all the way down to 9. Because what else are we going to do? I mean, our hand's pretty terrible here. And I don't see how we resolve an Ashiok at all. I mean, do we try? Yeah, Mize. It's probably not going to resolve. Oh, it did. What? Well, that was unexpected. They must have Blood Chief's Thirst by now, right?
All your fears are given form.
What's funny is, if they were to target this 5/3, I may actually use one of our own Heartless Acts just to get cards out of our hand and give us the opportunity to draw cards from our castle for less damage. Because we don't have many ways to reduce that damage right now. Alright. I feel like this is a setup that the opponent's not using any removal or anything here. I mean, they can obviously use Erebos' Intervention. But the fact that they're not, a little bit suspect. A little bit sus, as they say these days. Essence Scatter we don't care about, really. Really, the Neutralize is all we really care about here, right? Okay. We will deal with that. Let's make another creature. Let's go ahead and Agonizing Remorse. And the reason we want to Remorse here is because we can take one of the Erebos' interventions. Because it's one of the only instants the opponent has that we care about. The rest, like, they can do what they're going to do. It's just going to take them a while to go through our cards. Don't really care. But this is probably one of our few ways to close the clock. And yeah, we're going to keep them from just getting the life here. Destroy target creature with no counters. Yep. Seems a little bit silly, and it probably is, but we don't know how long this Ashiok is going to survive. So we want to make sure that we get the most out of it that we can right now, while we can, and not give the opponent a chance to really break free. And yeah, just end the turn. Also, this means we're pretty clear if we want to try to stick a Garrick or something. I'm just not sure if I want to gamble and go to 3. But that might be the play, sadly. Might be the correct play. I think here the opponent's trying to decide now, like, which do they use? Like, these are sorceries. Like, do you use a Verdict here? Do you use a Extinction Event? Either could be reasonable. We can see their hand, so I'm just trying to decide, like, I'm going to gamble and go for it, you know? The opponent's got something to say about it, so be it. Alright, well, that didn't work out at all. We are done using Castle Locthwain until we find a Murderous Rider. Pretty much how this works. Alright. I guess I'm going to make a... I mean, we see what's in their hand. Doesn't really matter, though. Now let's see if we can exile some good stuff that we can use from the opponent. Did we get anything? We just got lands. Oh, wait. Can we get anything that's exiled? Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. That's great, actually. I was thinking just cards exiled with our stuff. Never mind. Okay, well, we might have some things to play then. Yeah. So we might Ashiok and play a whole lot of things. Twice cards from a... Alright, so we could use their own Erebos' intervention if we wanted to gain some life from one of our things. If we need to draw cards, we could draw cards with their Rain of Revelation. We can just play their Shark Typhoon. Alright, alright. I'm down with this. Yeah, if they don't kill Ashiok this turn, we're in business then. Yeah, you got to do one or the other. You're playing one of those cards. Alright, what else you got for me, opponent? We are not drawing, obviously. We're done with that stage of things. I'm going to go ahead and cast Atris. Mostly to see if the opponent's encouraged to blow any type of... Okay, well, there's the Essence Scatter, which now means they can't play anything or scry for anything. So let's go ahead. Up to 3 spells. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I have 8. Oh, we do it without paying their cost anyway. So let's just get Shark Typhoon. Let's get Ray. And let's get... Oh, do y'all not have anything else good? I guess we just get Rain. Alright, fine.
I consume your fear, and your fear consumes
discard.
you.
I guess that. And we'll discard that. Actually, no. We'll discard this. There we go. Alright, we'll go ahead and play Atris. We're going to have way too many cards here. But Ashiok going ultimate in this situation probably is going to come close to ending the game for us. Oh, you were definitely going to take Garrick. That's not even a question. We have 1, 2, 3 mana left. Let's go ahead and scry. Put that at the bottom. We'll go ahead and Agonizing Remorse. Makes us a 2/2 from their Shark Typhoon. And I think this is probably going to be the beginning of the end for the opponent. Oh, nope, they had a negate. Alright. And, yeah. That's it. I mean, opponent now knows we have Garrick. We're going to be making 2 tokens a turn. Yeah, I can say they can remove the shark by what time they can. If they have an answer for Garrick, we might even be out of basics. I don't even know. Let's go take a look. Nope, we had 1 left. I guess we go ahead and try with Garrick. I mean, if Garrick gets countered, we get a 6/6. Yeah, sure. Make another 5 power hitter and get in there for 6. So lethal is on board. I mean, I could have done this and called odd, as silly as it is, just to make another token, but no point. So yeah, even without Shark Typhoon, actually, we still would have been fine here. Shark Typhoon really didn't result in anything for us. Yeah, that'll do it. Playing against Taviris Mike. You know what? Let's keep this. Remorse. Elspeth's Nightmare. Seems like it probably has to be at least okay, right? Can't be atrocious. But who knows? Maybe be completely wrong and just get blown out here. And we do have other removal here. Oh. Oh. Well, isn't that something? Well, Yorvo or the Great Hinge. I guess we just take the Great Hinge first. Yorvo comes in with 4 counters, though, so we can't even, like, minus counters with Heartless Act. I guess we'll take the Great Hinge first. Probably take Yorvo next. We can Elspeth's Nightmare, the 1/1. Okay, this is kind of coming together here. Let's go ahead and take Yorvo. Oh, they got another one? Gosh dang it. Alright, well, we're going to have to hope to draw land. I guess, knowing we were going to do that, I should have just played Hagra Mauling, but, nah, well. We'll draw land here so I can cast it. Nope, no such luck. Did no such thing. Alright, we'll just put this in tapped. Not going to be too sad about it. We're going to get a big hit on us from the Yorvo. Because they can just, well, play the Lovestruck Beast, hit us with the pile. Unless they just found another creature. Could be Questing Beast, which would make us sad. That actually works fine. And that's still just 5 damage. We can Extinction Event, get rid of both of them. By the way, that's officially a word. Boffum. B-O-F-F-U-M. Boffum. That's what we're going to do. We're going to call odd and get rid of Boffum. There you go. That's your education for the day. Yeah. Now we're sitting in an okay spot here. Nothing too crazy. Not going to really blow up Extinction Event here. There's probably going to be something better down the road we want to get. So we're going to go ahead and use Blood Chief's Thirst. Playing mono green aggro, not likely that they're going to have a Planeswalker or something we're really concerned about. I don't even know if I want to waste the Agonizing Remorse here. There's nothing in the yard, really. Yeah, I'm going to sit on it. I mean, I don't know. We'll probably want to use our mana better later. Let's just keep everything out of their hand. Alright, now they're just top decking, and we have 2 answers. Not going to sweat it. We have Heartless Act to deal with the Lovestruck Beast if it somehow finds a way to attack. If there were a Questing Beast or something, we'd be able to kill that, so that's kind of nice. We'll kill that. I mean, admittedly, we could have killed the Caryatid to keep the thing from attacking, but... Oh, I guess I should have sacked my land, huh? Wasn't paying attention. But it's not any more efficient, really. Chainweb Arachneer. Hate to exile that, but that might be the right answer. Okay. I'm going to just take the 1 here. Mostly because I don't feel great just wasting that on a Caryatid. Might be the right answer still, but I'm going to check some things out first. Let's go and get a forest. Alright, so we did find a Garrix. Alright, so we're halfway to where we want to be. I'm going to go ahead and do this for odd. Mostly don't have to worry about that thing coming around later. Ooh, Gargaroth. Alright, land. Great. Sadly, it means I'm going to have to hope they don't have a creature pump spell. Or else we're going to lose this lovely, lovely Garrick to a Caryatid. But, which is sad because I could have eliminated that Caryatid sooner. And I didn't. Alright. Even if we do, having an Atris plus eliminate next turn isn't the worst thing. We did cost them 2 Primal Mites already, so if they just find another one, they find another one. There's nothing you can do about it, you know? Like, I'll just live with that situation. And we got a great Hinge out of their hands. They still could find a Hinge, but they'd be a little short on mana. Yep, see, there it is. They found another Primal Mite. Sometimes it bees like that. Not a lot you can do. We could Ashiok here. Though, I'm going to wait. I'm going to try to better protect the card again. And then we can still leave up Eliminate here, so that protects us against about probably 3/4 of the threats that the opponent has, assuming they're playing something like Questing Beast or whatever, which we can't target. But if we do get a land out of this exchange, then it guarantees we have Ashiok plus protection, and then we can start attacking with a menace creature and kind of like close the gap here. Sadly, I'm not going to take Ashiok. I'm going to take the other 2 cards. Oh, well, that's fabulous. We love that. We like them. We like them, team, a whole lot. Alright, well, there's another Arachnir, which we don't care about now. Like, it's irrelevant. They can have an Arachnir. We're just going to go ahead and kill a Caryatid, stop some of this mana situation. Plus, we kind of know what we're working with at this point. We can now throw an Ashiok out there.
The regrets of the dead.
What does the opponent have? They have 1 card in hand?
Sweetest ingredient.
What if we minus? I'm willing to do that. Just make the opponent's life terrible. Because what's that other card you're holding on to? Alright, so they decided to discard the Arachnir. Fine. I'm okay with that. Because they still need another land, right? Before the Arachnir. Oh, well, yeah. They exile it. So that doesn't even matter. Okay. Make a dude. Or a thing. Attack for 3. Play the Garruk. Make some wolves. Alright. This is the beginning of the end for the opponent. Not really sure what they're going to do here. Yeah, Kogla, you ain't it, friend. Yep, you for real ain't it, friend. Yeah, we'll just make more wolves.
Stay on the trail. Creeping, thieving progeny.
Alright, get in there, little folks. Yep, that'll do. Alright, we'll keep this one. We've got 3 of the 6 land we need. Really 4 is kind of what we're aiming for, so this is fine. We drew 1 there, so that helps. Hopefully this isn't... Okay. I was just like, man, please don't be Robber the Rich. That's not what we want to see there. Since we have other Triomes and Clearwater Pathways, I'm just going to set this to black. See what the opponent's up to here. This is good, though. We've got all the lands we could really need at this stage. Atris has a good shot of probably finding us another land. If they play Bone Crusher here, we are going to take 2, because I'm just going to target it, because taking 2 is better than 4. Whether that's 4 from an attack or 4 with Murderous Rider plus the ability of the giant. Oh, but they opted not to play anything there. Interesting. Okay, well there must be another Bone Crusher giant in our future. Is what I'm gonna assume. I don't know that we need another Garruk, but I'm gonna leave one up just in case. I see. So they were gonna Innkeeper get a card. Okay. I think we still... I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll just kill Bone Crusher. Either way, we're still going to take damage here, so... Next turn, we'll just put a land into play tapped. And we will kill... Innkeeper. Then our choices are opened up a little bit. We're going to hope that it's not Questing Beast, because that's not happy for us here. Though we could Atris block, but I'm assuming they're going to have a way to kill it. And if so, that would put us down to 6 before we get to do anything. Assuming they don't have Embercleave action. Yep, that's what we were afraid of. We might just be dead next turn. Nope, we found help. Help was here. Alright. Well, we can't block, so we're going to hope the opponent just attacks Embercleaves and tries to kill us, and then we can Heartless Act their thing. Then we go into Garruk mode with back-to-back Garruks. Nothing. There it is. We knew we could count on them to do what we needed them to do. Alright. Ooh, and they didn't even have a land. That is exactly what we wanted to see. Alright, so... let's say the opponent does choose to Questing Beast next turn. They could get us down to 6. We could then get rid of it, go to 2, or we can kill it with the next Garruk. So yeah, we're in. And we're going to gain 2 from Murderous Rider. So whatever. Get in there. The only concern would have been if they had enough to Questing Beast and equip. Yeah, it's Phoenix of Ashes and all that scary here. Whoa, attacking directly, not even going after Garruk. Huh. Alright, that's a thing. That is definitely a thing you could do. I say we eat an Innkeeper. Oh, that also works.
Like you're not fit
1,
to
2, 3,
survive.
4. And then that leaves 3. Look at that, conveniently, for a Murderous Rider. Isn't that nice? Alright. Though they obviously have enough to get it back, we're okay with that. So we're going to go to 12, we'll go back to 10 when we use Murderous Rider, and we're just going to let these little 2-power duders go to work. It's not flashy, but, you know, they're getting it done. They've created a 3-turn clock at this point. 2-turn, I guess, technically, for the opponent at this level. Alright, so now I would venture to guess, unless the opponent's plays are either play something with haste that they can put the Embercleave on, or just get the Phoenix back. And maybe try to land Embercleave, then we'll kill it a second time. And then I think we're starting to close the door at that point. We'll be at a high enough total that it would be hard for them to find some combination that kills us. Outside of maybe... I guess the Brushfire Elemental, land, Embercleave, so it's a 8. Well, no, it'd be 4, so then attacks us for 8. So yeah, even that wouldn't kill us. We'd still be at 12 life by that point. And truthfully, I can't even just play an Atris to suck some of that up if we wanted to, if I thought it was a real concern. So we're probably okay here. I can't think of a combination of cards they would have that really blocks us here. Yeah, it looks like they're setting up to get their Phoenix of Ash back. They were checking mana, you know, to see how much they have. It's going to cost them 4. They don't have an extra one to equip the Embercleave. Robber of the Rich. Okay. Well, we can make sure the Robber doesn't do anything by just killing Phoenix of Ash. So now we both have 2 cards in hand. This is cute, because they're going to go kill Garruk. We're actually not going to killing this, because I don't necessarily want anything else to come out of their yard right now. So that would put us... spin 3, leaves 5. We could play Atris. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could Atris and Murderous Rider here. So I think let's do that. Kind of set ourselves up in a decent position, I think. Don't allow ourselves some weird scenario where we die to irrelevant thing. Yeah, I'll take a Heartless Act. Yeah, totally good with that exchange. That worked out great. Alright, we're going to put the opponent down to it. I mean, you're going to have to find a way to kill us here. And now they know we have a Heartless Axe, so we're not worried about Embercleave. That's probably the best thing we could have seen, that they're playing a land before the attack step. So now they can sack a land. They can get back the Phoenix. We wouldn't be able to kill the Phoenix, though. But, okay. Questing Beast, sure. But, you know, we're holding the Heartless Axe. So you almost have to save to block. But even then, they're dead, right? Because you can block one thing, take 6. So yeah, unless you have 2 blockers, it's game over. I mean, they don't know that we have Garrick, obviously. But without that, they're just dead. And even then, they'd still be at 1, because Atris has Menace. Alright, so here's what we do here. Go ahead and try to kill Questing Beast. Alright, that resolves. I wanted to at least let them get into the attack step first, so we just get a look at kind of what's going on. Do we even care to take 2 here? Just go to 10? Nah, no block. Whatever, I'm at 10. What you gonna do? Yeah, Banner doesn't do anything. Yep. All good. So, how do I feel about this one? You know, I think JRR2 came with another cool deck. If anything, I think I want maybe one more Murderous Rider. I think just having a little bit of more life gain later and still having another optional removal is kind of nice. That's probably the only thing I would probably change about this. And like I said, maybe a Crawling Barrens somewhere in the lands. But for the most part, I think that's it. I mean, I think the list is pretty strong as is. I wouldn't really go rocking this boat too much. He obviously has a list that's working well for him. It has a little bit of game against everything. I think the first game maybe that's on video, I can't remember. That was a while ago. But the first game was a little bit shaky. You know, I'm not even sure I played that correctly. I probably sequenced poorly on what I was doing there. But beyond that, yeah, it was good stuff. I dig it. So yeah, thumbs up. Gets approval from me. If you like playing these types of control-ish decks, give it a cool look. I think you're going to enjoy this one. Let's take a moment to talk about our card spotlight card today, which is Palace Jailer. Now, I know you're probably going to look at this and say, like, why are we spotlighting Palace Jailer? Well, it's interesting because it's one of those cards that sort of, I won't say comes out of nowhere, but it was a pseudo-staple, really, for Legacy for a while because it was a quality removal card. Like, you removed a creature until the opponent became the monarch, but nobody was playing anything else that let them become a monarch other than Palace Jailer. So it's kind of like this weird scenario where just random uncommon in this ancillary set that people really didn't pay much attention to ended up becoming a real removal card and a real player in the format because your opponents never became the monarch. And additionally, this actually lets you draw an extra card every turn just from being the monarch. So it actually is a pretty all-around good card for that format. Now, since then, we obviously have had some stuff come out in Commander Legends and a couple other things. So we'll see. People may be playing a handful of things that let them become the monarch in the format. So it could be lesser in quality than it was before. But just one of those weird things I just wanted to point out that people probably didn't know about. So something to consider. Probably even Once Upon a Time was okay in Commander, but now there's some really good cards that actually revolve around being the monarch. So it probably doesn't work that way anymore. Also, remember, if you'd like this deck list, or if you want to visit any of my sponsors, buy some merchandise, come join us on Discord or follow me on Twitch. Come over there for some of the giveaways we do. Follow that and follow the links down in the description. Like, we keep everything down there. I have so much stuff. Also, remember, if you're buying anything from TCGPlayer or Amazon, if you follow one of the links in the description, even if you don't buy the item that's linked, we'll still get credit for any of the stuff you purchase on the sites within 24 hours of you clicking that link. Finally, I gotta ask, beg, plead, if you haven't, please remember to like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and help us please reach 10,000 subs by February 1st. You know, I've already been put to task that if we hit the goal, I make some t-shirts that we can all have called 10K by the 1st. But yeah, really just would appreciate that. Remember to hit that subscribe button, help me out. Otherwise, that's all I have. For now, we'll see you next time.